This is actually going to be pretty hard for me to share. I grew up in a decently conservative Christian home when the digital age was fully blossoming. Around the age of 11 or 12, I had my first exposure to online pornographic content. This new drug captured my attention, and it altered my beliefs on reality, love, myself, and others. It became my predominant coping mechanism, a cycle of hurt, usage, temporary satisfaction that then resulted in shame, hiding, hurt, repeat. I was stuck in this cycle and in my mind for about 18 years. The addiction was like a disease to me. It consumed all aspects of my life. I seemed fine on the outside, but on the inside, I was a mess. While I was stuck in my pit of shame and darkness, I was negligent and unloving, and our marriage was literally crumbling. I started looking for help, started seeing a therapist who specifically dealt with issues like mine. I confided myself and my situation to men who I knew to be morally upstanding. I made amends with friends. I resolved to do what's called a full disclosure with my wife, and she eventually moved back in. The disclosure took a long time, and actually doing it was extremely difficult. I did a 90-day intensive program. I wrote out an entire personal struggle timeline that helped me narrow down my experience and see the lies I was believing. I made efforts to correct my belief system. I read 7 books in a year, stayed accountable, I cultivated a new identity, surrendered to the light, embraced healthy truths, and found the childhood freedom that I once had for the first time in years. So my hope in sharing this story in song is that He will meet you wherever you're at, and that you might be encouraged to come to terms with something you've been struggling with, to surrender it, to deal with it, and find freedom. Find identity in a God who loves you more than you could ever know. That's the story behind my song, God, I Messed Up.